Hello guys, so more Batman. The last video we got all the bombs for Firefly, and this video is basically mainly just his boss battle. So it's going to be a little bit shorter than the other ones. It's going to be about 20 minutes, if that. There's a couple of different parts to this video. There's the Firefly boss battle, and then there's something else. So yeah, we'll get on with it. Like I said before, this is the last video that I've pre-recorded, so it'll be a little bit easier, and the videos will probably start to improve when I start recording at the same time as I'm playing. Obviously, we've got Metal Gear Solid to come up after this, and then that's it for pre-records, really. This boss fight was like, I don't know how to describe it. There were parts of it that were really difficult, and like having to dodge all the time and making sure you get the get your attacks in at the right time, because otherwise they'll start firing stuff at you. Well, firing fire at you again. But when you've kind of disarmed him, it's not that difficult, and like moving from like other boss fights that you do in this game, like I say, the hardest one is at the beginning, which I find really stupid, because you got Deathstroke, and apparently, like I said before, his sword does more attack to Batman than Firefly's fire does. If you look at the health bar, when you get kind of attacked with the fire, it goes down, but it doesn't go down dramatically like getting attacked with a sword does, which I found really strange. And like Deathstroke's health, until you were doing like the kind of up close and personal punching to the face, his health didn't go down horrendously quickly, whereas if you look at Fireflies, we're like less than 3 minutes into the video and he's already lost half of his health. So I don't know, I don't really like the engineering behind the boss fights in this game. I tell you what, the one thing I did like about this boss fight was the fact that, because obviously Firefly is a character that can fly, it kind of gave them a little bit more leeway on where you can, like, how you can move as the character Batman. So obviously, when you're fighting on the ground with a villain that is solidly like ground stuck and can't fly or anything like that, you don't really have that much leeway with what you can do with them. So that was one of the good things about this fight, that they did use the environment and the characteristics of both characters to kind of make the boss fight a little bit different to what the normal ones are like. But camera angle wise and stuff like that, I don't know, I think they moved too quickly, and I think at some points the camera angle's wrong and it's facing down when it should be facing to the side, and it sometimes feels like an arcade game, and I'm just there like, really, and kind of it gets quite repetitive, just jumping out the way and throwing batarangs for like between 5 and 10 minutes, and that it bored me, if I'm being honest, because a lot of the other boss fights, there's kind of like a thing in between, and then you go back to like hurting them and stuff like that. Whereas this one is just kind of like the same move over and over again, and because he's in the air, despite the fact there's more leeway with the characters, there's actually less you can do. So it's not like you can continuously be getting combos and punching them and stuff like that. It's not something you can do because he's in the air. It's not like you've got like more space to move around on the ground because, again, he's in the air. So despite the fact they used the characteristics of Batman and Firefly well with the environment, there's still kind of less you can do with actual combat than there is with the other assassins. So it's a more developed, it's a well developed but more limiting assassin's boss fight, I think. I wonder if we'd have grappled onto him at first kind of thing and started shoving him into things, whether that boss fight would have needed to happen. I don't know. This is the part where Gordon's like, oh shit, Batman's a good guy.
You mean the Bat? Don't give him too much credit. Something tells me that if you hadn't given the bomb squad the breach order, this bridge would be at the bottom of the river. Get him out of here.
You didn't listen. Not big on taking orders from wanted men. Not big on taking orders from cops. I should have gotten to that last bomb.
Yeah. And I should have given you access to that security door. But between the two of us, we covered it pretty well.
No, it disappears. I don't know why. It's just weird. Silly Batman. So that's the Firefly boss fight. Now we're moving on to a more dramatic and kind of, some people got quite upset by it, actually. So we'll say dramatic and upsetting part of the game. Obviously, Bane is at Batman's house, or Bruce Wayne's house, in the Batcave.
Alfred! Alfred! My detective vision is down. Hang on, Alfred.
The computer isn't working. I need to restore detective vision before I can find Alfred.
Because, you know, finding him just by looking and moving stuff is too mainstream for Batman. Silly Bruce Wayne. I don't really like that part of the game, to be honest, because obviously Alfred has been such a big character in Bruce Wayne's life. Like, scrap Batman a sec. Bruce Wayne, as a human being, Alfred has been such a kind of big influence and big part of it, that you'd think that he'd just try and move shit out the way and try and find him like an actual human being, instead of having all this flashy gadgets and restoring crap before going back and looking for him with all this flashy gadgets. You'd think he'd just do the human thing and try and find him that'd be more logical. I think it would have sat there with a few people as well. So there's Detective Vision back up. I think the back computer looks really weird in Detective Vision.
Alfred, can you hear me? I'm going to get you out of
Could he not have heard him? Like, could Batman not have heard Alfred coughing if he could hear him with Detective Vision? Because I'm pretty sure Detective Vision just does vision, not sound.
Come on, damn it.
Going to be all right.
Good old Batman. I think this is the only time we see Bruce Wayne out of, like, Bruce Wayne's face. Like Batman without the mask.
Master Bruce.
Also, I thought he sorted out his back computer. It's gone back red again. That should be blue now. Weird.
Now is not the time for that.
I can't do it. I can't stop them.
No, you can't. Not on your own, but it's high time you realize that you are a man, not an idol. And a man's strength comes not from just brawn and intelligence, but also from his allies.
Oh, Joker. That must be with help from, obviously, Harleen Quinzel, now known as Harley Quinn.
Captain Gordon is calling on anyone for assistance.
They need you.
No. They need us.
I'm not sure when we actually meet Harley Quinn, like, as Harley Quinn. Obviously, we've met her as Harleen Quinzel, but I'm not sure when Harley Quinn actually becomes officially her. Speaking of Harley Quinn, actually, she's in the Dark Knight, not the Dark Knight, Arkham Knight, isn't she? Obviously without the Joker. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work, because she's like, Joker was her one true love, so whether she's going to be doing it as revenge on Batman or whatever, I don't know. These fights get so boring. They're so frustrating when you play them, but there's just so fucking many of them that by the time you get to this point in the game, you're just there like, really, they need another one, another one,
Gordon's on his way.
and another one.
Gates for him, then help him lock this place down. The Joker cannot be allowed out of here.
Yes, sir. We're on it. Prison Officer 47 to Captain James Gordon. What is your ETA at Blackgate?
I should be asking you that. How are you feeling?
I can't believe that, like, he had all them rocks and shit break, like, fall onto him, like Alpha I'm talking about here. And obviously they killed him, but nothing in his body is broken. Like, hasn't even got a broken arm. You'd think that if something fell on him so strong to, like, cause internal bleeding and kill him or whatever. He hasn't even got internal bleeding, but you'd think if it was something strong enough to kill him, then he would have some kind of broken bones. Obviously not. Oh, Batman's lack of swimming ability. Oh, the annoyance behind Batman's lack of swimming ability. Another thing I don't get is it kind of starts you back on the other side, which is weird. Anyway, that's the end for this video. That is it for Batman, probably for today. That's all the pre-recorded ones done. So that's 4 videos today that you've had for Batman, and they're all the 4 pre-recorded. So when we start back with Batman, probably tomorrow, or it might be the day after, depending on what else I have to record, it'll be me talking as I'm gaming, so I'm hoping the videos will improve a little bit. After this, there will be Metal Gear Solid, so we'll have 3 Metal Gear Solid videos up today. And maybe a bit of The Walking Dead, maybe the first video or 2 for the episode 1 of The Walking Dead, I don't know yet. But yeah, that's it for Batman. I will join you again in Metal Gear Solid. But until then, gamers, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're enjoying the game so far. And stay classy.